Hey guys, in this lesson, we're going to do some interactive drip calculations and work out some math problems. And we're going to be using the dimensional analysis method. So let's go ahead and get started. So the first one I want to talk about is heparin. So our order for heparin is 12 units per kg per hour. So let's go ahead and work that one out. Now, because we know that this is an infusion, I need to set my problem up as milliliters per hour because that's the only way to fix the pump. So when a problem starts out with milliliters per hour, I always need to put milliliters first in my next little section. So in order to do that, I need to know what's available. Usually heparin comes in a 500 ml bag and it contains 25,000 units of heparin in it. So I'm going to put 500 milliliters over 25,000 units. In dimensional analysis rules, in order to cancel something out, whatever is down here is going to be up here. So I have 12 units per kg. And let's say my patient weighs 70 kilos over an hour. So if I cancel things out, I cancel units, I cancel kilograms, and I'm left with milliliters per hour. So if I multiply 500 times 12 times 70, it's going to give me a really big number. But I'm going to have 420,000 divided by 25,000, and it's going to give me 16.8 mils per hour. All right, simple. Let's do another one. So this next one I want to work out is going to be Levophed. Our order for Levophed on this particular one is going to be 1 microgram per kilogram per minute. So again, because this is an infusion, we're going to start our problem with milliliters per hour. I need to know what to put here. It's milliliters. So in order to do that, I need to know the concentration of the medication that I'm going to use. So usually Levophed comes in a 250 ml bag and it contains 4 milligrams. So I'm going to put 250 mils over 4 milligrams. Well, I know that I need to start with milligrams, but I need to convert it over to mics because my order is in mics. So I'm going to have to do some conversions. So 1 milligram over 1,000 mics. And now I can put my mics up here over kilograms times, let's say this patient weighs 80 kilos over a minute, but I'm solving this problem in hours, so I need to convert that over. So now let me make sure I can cancel everything out. Milligrams and milligrams cancels out. Mics and mics cancel out. Kilos and kilos cancel out. And that's supposed to be a minute. Minute and minute cancels out. So I am left with hour and milliliters, which is perfect. It's what I wanted. So if I multiply 250 times 1 times 1 times 80 times 60, I end up with a big number. And then I need to multiply 4 times 1,000, and I end up with a smaller number, 4,000. And when I divide this out, I get 300 milliliters per hour. If you need to rewind this little section to do this problem over and over again, please do that. My best advice is if it's milliliters per hour, your first segment is going to start with mils, and whatever's here, you have to put up here so it cancels out. Let's do another one. This one is going to be Amiodarone, and it's going to be at 1 milligram a minute. So again, it's an infusion, so we're going to start with milliliters per hour. I need to know what is available because I'm going to start with mils. Since mils is here, I have to start with mils there. So I need to know what's available. So in this particular case with Amiodarone, I have 1.8 milligrams per every mil. And depending on the bag, some bags may contain 250 milliliters, others may contain 100 mils. It just depends. But the concentration is usually that. So we're going to do 1 mil and it has 1.8 milligrams. My order is 1 milligram a minute. Well, I need to change that to hours. So 60 minutes over 1 hour. And let's go back and cancel things. Milligrams and milligrams, minutes and minutes. And I am left with mils and hours, which is what I'm trying to solve for. So 1 times 1 times 60 equals 60 over 1.8. When you divide that out, it gives me 33.3 mils. Mils. My goodness, that's not pretty. 33.3 mils per hour. All right, let's do a couple more. A lot of students always get antibiotics confused. Keep this simple. If I have an order for Sosin, 3.375 grams is usually IV in 50 mils of normal saline over 30 minutes. So again, this is an infusion. What am I solving for? Mils per hour. Well, what do I know? I know I have a 50 mil bag and I need to run that over 30 minutes. So this one is very, very simple. So 30 minutes. So here I need to convert it over to hours because if I cancel this out, I have mils and hours left. So 50 times 60 equals 3,000. And I divide that by 30 because 30 times 1 is 30. And I get 100 mils per hour. This is where a lot of people get confused. They want to add this in here, and there's absolutely no need to. If I were to have my problem set up with 50 milliliters over 3.375 grams, well, from what I've told you about dimensional analysis, whatever is down here, I have to start up here. I have no other grams, so I would not be able to cancel this out. So with antibiotics, there's no need to add the dosage in there, just how long to run it for. Okay, so keep these very simple. Let's go ahead and do another one. These are a little bit more simpler. So let's say we have normal saline, 1 liter over 8 hours. So it's an infusion, so milliliters per hour. And I know that 1 liter is 1,000 mils over 8 hours. That's it. And then I'm going to divide, and it's going to be 125 milliliters per hour. That's all. There's nothing else to add in the problem, so keep these simple, okay? So a little recap. Most math problems that nursing school teach nowadays are with dimensional analysis. It's an easier method of instruction to do math problems with medications because it's a step-by-step process. Whatever is here, if that's your problem and this is milliliters and here you start with milligrams, well, usually milligrams will go up there. If you have kilograms here, well, kilograms will go up here so that it cancels each other. That's what makes it a step-by-step process, that it's easier to eliminate what you don't need. And it's very important when you do these type of medication problems that you know the concentration of the medication, because then you know exactly what to plug in, especially right here, right here. So always know the concentration of the medication so that you set your pumps up correctly and never just rely on the pumps. Pumps are machines, they can fail. Always double check your math.
Thanks for watching another nursing.com lesson. Click the link below in the description to watch thousands more lessons over on nursing.com. Also, be sure to hit the subscribe and the little bell to make sure you're reminded when new lessons come out. And if you want to just keep watching more lessons, go ahead and click this video over here to continue learning. Like we always say here at nursing.com, happy nursing.